Hi guys, my name is Jagdishwara Prasad. In this video, we will discuss about the Agile methodology and a software tracking management tool as Jira. Okay, we will discuss and we will cover these two topics in this video. Why Agile methodology is so popular and why it is used and where it is used. Okay, we will all discuss in this video. Okay, let's get started. But before that, I have to show one image of Agile methodology with the Scrum framework as, see guys, this is the Agile methodology Scrum framework at glance. Okay. In this, there is a lot of colors of people, and there are a lot of looking like a cycle. Okay, I will discuss each one deeply to understand. Okay, see guys, from left of the top, there is inputs from customers, team, managers, and experts. Okay, before that, this is the cycle of the Agile framework, guys, Agile methodology. So, before go to into this deep topic, I have to say what is a Agile. Okay, Agile is nothing but the Agile is nothing but the time box based iterative approach of software development. Okay, Agile is nothing but time box based iterative approach of software development. And guys, this is nothing but the relation between employee, clients, and company. There is a happy clients and happy employees and happy company by using this Agile methodology. Why it is means before that, before this Agile methodology came into the market, most of us used the waterfall model. You all guys know what is the waterfall model. It is a step-by-step process. Okay. There is a feature, there are some steps like requirement gathering and developing, testing, deployment, etc. Okay. These are the steps included in the development of a software. In waterfall model, it is done by step by step, but it takes two time because while while the team of requirement gathering is busy with the gathering of the requirement of the software, the remaining people and remaining team as development team and testing team may relax. Okay, they will relax free. So there is a lot of time consuming, and the project is delayed. So then it is came into the market. Agile methodology came into the market with Agile methodology. Okay. In simple words, we can say don't build entire project in one go, guys. We don't build entire project in one go. Rather break it down into smaller time frames. Okay. Rather than we break it down into smaller time frames, and each time frames finish some features. Okay, in each time some frames will okay, before before Agile there is a approach called waterfall model. In this we build our project step by step. After Agile came into to the market, We use it to build projects more fast. Okay, we used to build projects more fast. Why? Because we don't build entire project in one go. By it comes under a waterfall model. We don't build our entire project in one go. Rather that rather that we break it down into small time frames and in each time frames finish some features. Okay, we break into some small some small lines frames. Okay. Here there is a term called frames is frames are nothing but sprints. Okay. And what is sprint? Okay. What is sprint? Sprint is nothing but, guys, we have discussed already that in Agile methodology we break it into some small lines frames. Okay, as a, and each time frame have some frame features. Okay, there is a sprint is nothing but we will work in sprint will be 1 or 2 weeks of sprint, or 1 or 2 months of sprint. It's nothing but the sprint cycle, guys. It's nothing but sprint sprint cycle. Okay. After in 1 or 2 weeks of the sprint, in 1 or 2 weeks of the sprint, we built we built some features. Okay, we built some features. In this time period of 1 or 2 weeks, we have to build some features. After 2 weeks of the sprint over, then again another sprint will start. Okay, this goes as a cycle. This goes as a cycle. Okay, after completion of 2 weeks of sprint, then again 2 weeks of sprint will start. Then again some features will be built. As this approach, the Agile methodology will work. Okay, by this approach only we can build and time save to the client. Okay, we can build a project in time and there is no rest for the other team. Okay, this is the best approach. Okay, coming to the picture, the working process of the Agile methodology is this, guys. And here some steps were breakdown, like a product backlog, sprint planning meeting, sprint backlog, and these are sprint review, finish work, sprint, etc. See, guys, each member have some color. Each member have some color. Blue represents the product owner. Green, purple, yellow represents the team. Red represents the scrum master. And here also they were clubbed together. And here came another blue member as a product owner. In this, why he came right here, we will all discuss. Okay. Before that, client gives us requirement, guys. For a project. Okay, for a project, client gives a requirements. Okay, sorry, client gives a requirements. The requirements is gathered by the product owner. Okay, product owner will gather. inputs from customer, team, managers, and experts, okay, gathered from the client, and the product owner will prioritize the list of what is required features, bugs to fix, okay. Product backlog, okay. We will discuss product backlog after, okay. If there is, guys, if there is, if there is 100 requirements of 100, there is 100 requirements of project, then for each of the three features we need to finish as below work, okay. There are two types of designing, guys. There are two types of designing. There are two types of designing. One is high level, another one is low level. Okay. In high level designing, it comes microservices, microservice and architecture, architecture, and it comes under as a design pattern. Okay, it comes under design pattern. This is nothing but the high level design. Okay, then what is the low level design? Low level design is nothing but the classes and methods, etc. Okay, these are the low level design. And while while creating a project, while building a project, there are multiple test cases. Testing will be available, guys. The role of a developer, not only the coding. Okay, the role of a developer, not only the coding. It must be included as tester also. He will also be test also. Okay, there are some few testings, guys. Dev testing, dev testing, and unit testing, dev testing, unit testing, and QA testing. QA testing and UAT also. Okay, this the role of the developer is not only the coding, but it also includes as a tester, as the role of dev testing, unit testing, QA testing, and UAT. Okay, these are all the role. And while building this project, there should be a estimation, guys. There should be estimation, means time, in how many days a sprint will complete. If a product owner will question to the team members in how many days a sprint will complete, then there is an estimate time, guys. then there is will be a estimated time. Okay. Then another question comes is how to implement SI. There is another question, how to implement Agile. Okay, there are three approaches while implementing Agile. One is Scrum, very famous. Another one is Kanban. Another one is Scrum Ban. These three are the approaches where we can use anything to implement Agile. But most of the industries were use this only. Okay, Scrum. Okay. Here in this picture, product owner. The product owner will gather the requirements from the client and and final demo of the sprint would be given to. Okay. While giving this product owner the requirements to the team, then the team should understand and develop the requirements which is given by the product owner. Okay, what is the role of the Scrum Master? Here is the red person, which is known as a Scrum Master. What is his role? Scrum Master is nothing but to ensure entire sprint happens properly. He will he will watch and spy to ensure entire sprint happens properly or not. Okay. In this real world, in this IT industries, some companies may hire Scrum Masters additionally, or some may work as in this team only, some may work as the Scrum Master. Okay. And how, guys, there is a question. Okay, there is a question every person has is product owner will gather the requirements from the client. Okay, then it will give to the team members and they will understand and develop by given by the requirements of the product owner. But how they communicate to the product owner and how they manage their works as a team, each one has separate work. Okay, combinedly have and each one has separate work. Then there is a question how they manage the code and how they manage the work, who is finished and who is in progress and who is done. There should be a tool where we can observe what is the work done and how much the work done and what are the works are still pending. Okay, so a product owner will in Agile there is the ultimate tool known as Jira. Okay, Jira is nothing but the software development management thing tool. Okay, this is all the process includes to build a application. Okay, while the building the software application, there is a tracking tool called Jira. It is used by the Agile. Okay, in there they will track the project tasks. Okay, I will show you. Go to Google, type Jira, it comes Atlassian. They only officially built it. Okay, Atlassian is the building community of the Jira tool. And here it is. Let's get started. Okay, I have already an account, but I am showing you as a demo. Okay, while creating your account, it will give a unique ID and your username. Okay, agree and get start now. Sorry, guys. Okay, here it is the Kanban and Scrum and project management. For software development, we use Scrum. Okay, continue, and it will prepare our workspace. It's take time by building your timeline. Okay, wait for it. All set, guys. Okay, it is built our workspace. Let's see. Okay, it is loading. Takes time, and it is authenticated. Okay, it is comes part in. Okay. Okay, welcome. Your first pod is ready to kick off. It's where you all track tasks across teams. See, guys, it's saying it, it where you will track tasks across teams, turning big ideas into real outcomes. Okay, it is already saying that we can track our tasks. Okay, the main purpose of the using this tool is to track our tasks. It is asking example our my project I'm giving. My project. I'm clicking as my project. Get started. How familiar are you with Jira? Somewhat okay. Starting. Okay. Close. Dismiss. Quick start. Okay. Okay. We created our project. See, guys. Here, the product owner will come. The product owner will come and write the functional requirements in Jira. Okay. In Jira, the product owner will come and write the functional requirements. And you all have guys in mind that how how the functional requirements is written in Jira board by the product owner. Okay, the requirements are written in the form of user story. Okay, there is a new terminology came, guys. User story. The requirement should be created from the perspective of end user. Okay, it is created by the perspective of end user. The user story. Here it is showing the blue line. It is nothing but the task, bug, story. With task and bug and story we will discuss later. Now we are writing a user story. Okay, user story is user story will be having a one-line statement like one-liner requirement, and I am clicking enter. Okay, your online requirement is created. Here is the Scrum. Okay, while clicking on the Scrum, it will open it will open in another tab, guys. Like see guys, it will open in another tab. Okay, and there is a format, guys. There is a format for the user story. The product owner will come to this backend. The product owner will come to this board and write a backlog as a user story as a feature. Okay, there is a there is a format. There is a format for user story as as a as a user As a user, I want what feature you want. Okay. And okay, why you want this feature. See guys, these three lines is nothing but the user story format. Okay. This is the user story format. The product owner will come to the Jira board and write a user story in this format only. Okay, user story. While clicking on this one-liner requirement feature, there is open another tab with an unique ID. It is one. One is the unique ID for this feature. While creating another, then it will give another number. That is the another unique ID. The IDs is in the IT industry. The IDs is there's a terminology called as ticket ID, ticket ID, or user story ID. Okay, these two terminologies are called as unique ID. Okay, what is the use of this unique ID? By ticket ID or user ID, we can track here, we can search here by the unique ID. Okay, in this there is a description. In this there is a description about the product owner will come here and write the requirement of what is the feature requirement. Okay, write in a user story format. We already seen the user story format as this. Okay, there is an example I will here write as a user story format as a e-com e-commerce user as a e-commerce user. I want to see option of Stripe on cart page. Don't worry, Stripe is nothing but we all know. Stripe is nothing but a service provider, a third party service provider, and so that I can make payment using Stripe PSP. PSP is nothing but payment service providers. Okay, this is the user story where the product owner will come here and write in this description. And we already discussed in the image the product backlog. Product backlog. Here the product backlog. Here the product. It is the product backlog where the product owner will come and write the features in this and create issue. Okay, it is a feature, one line feature. After that, after the after that sprint planning meeting. Team selects starting here. Look at guys. Team selects starting at top as much as it can commit to deliver by the end of the sprint. Okay, I already said sprint is nothing but a 1 or 2 weeks of cycle. When the sprint will over, the features will have to be completed. After the completion of the sprint, then again another sprint will be starts. If it is gone, it is runs as a cycle after completing each sprint. Okay, While sprint planning meeting, there is a meeting called a grooming meeting. Okay, what is grooming meeting? What is grooming meeting? Grooming meeting is nothing but in this they discuss about the user story. They will discuss about the user story, which is given by the product owner. Okay, the user story will be discussed, and the product owner will share screen and explains the requirements. Okay, the product owner will share screen and explains the requirements, and tech team is having questions. PO tech team having questions about the user story, then they will answered by the product owner. Okay, and I have already discussed before that there is estimation. Okay, there is a estimation of this project. I would say there should be there should be estimation time in how many days sprint will complete. Then the product owner will ask as the team to how many days, how much time it will take to finish the requirement. Okay, the team will discuss. The team will discuss, and here in the future, the product owner will write the and saves this is description, and here from right bottom there's a sprint and story point estimation. See guys, story point estimation. What is the story point estimation? There will be estimation guys calculated as okay. There is a story point estimation. Interesting topic. Please listen carefully. Story time estimate. Sorry, story point. Okay, the story point estimation is taken by the Fibonacci. Okay, Fibonacci like as 1, 2, 3, 5, 8, 13. Okay, this is the Fibonacci series. Okay, the estimation point time will calculate as this, and there are some approaches. Okay, there are some factors like time factor and complexity factor and risk factor. Okay, each one has some specific. Okay, time means in in how much time will take to complete. Complexity is nothing but how much complexity it will takes. And risk is nothing but after successfully creation of a future, then what about after that the feature will not meet client expectations. It is also called risk. It is also a risk. So these three factors will play a crucial role while estimating the story point. market, guys. These three will play a crucial role to estimate the story point. Okay. Time will be calculated as combination of dev time and unit testing and dev testing. These both will include front end and backend. Both will include front end and backend. And other side, there is a QA. QA is nothing but tester, where he tests the test cases, where he tests the test cases and includes execute and it take times to execute test cases. QA will write the test cases and execute the test cases. Okay, how we'll calculate the story time? Okay, how we can calculate the story time? We can calculate it as 2 days of front end plus 3 days of back end. Then after that, it is the estimation time of the front end is 2 days and the estimation time of the back end is 3 days. And what about the QA? QA estimation time for the write the test cases is nothing but zero point 0.5 days, 0.5, and to execute the test case is 1.5, 1.5 days. Okay, it's nothing but the 2 days. Okay, and there is another terminology called man days, guys. Man days are nothing but total calculating this whole comes 7 days. 7 days is nothing but the man days. Okay. After that, we have to divide. We have to divide by 2. Then the time becomes 3.5 and complexity will be 2 or 0 as per the tech team proficiency, and risk also, so risk also around 0 to 2. Okay, we will roughly figure as 0.5. Okay, after calculating this, there is a comes under 6. Okay, there comes under 6. There comes under 6 days to complete the futures. Okay, while we already discussed the this is the Fibonacci series, there should be 6 days now. We have to see 6 is closer to the 5 or 8. So the feature requirement should be completed in 5 days or 8 days. So story story point is 6. So story point, we this is the process of how to calculate the story point estimation. Okay, in this panel, in this feature panel, in the in this right corner, there is a sprint name. Okay, story point estimation. See guys here, there is a none. We have to put our value. Okay, 5, and click OK. Done. And come to here main board and refresh once. See guys, refresh once. Here came the 5. Okay, and in this image, there is a cycle like 1 to 4 week or sprint. There is 1 to 4 week or 1 to 2 week. It depends, guys. And there is 20 in every 24 hours there will be a daily stand-up meeting. Okay, every 24 hours there will be a stand-up meeting For for each member have to speak about what he discovered, what he created, and what he built, and what is the errors and what he have to build. Okay, remaining task, there is a stand-up meeting one by one. Okay, it is also taken care by the Jira tool only. Sprint and date and team delivery deliverable do not change. Okay, it is all done by the Scrum Master. How many? Okay, there is a task breakout. Okay, sprint backlog. In sprint backlog, there is a task breakout. Means the product owner will break the tasks, and I will give as two-liner requirement. And I will give three-liner requirement and four-liner requirement. Okay. In this requirement one, there is a we can task breakout. So we can break the task to give each team as a in the child issue. We break as a server task as a backend and UAT task and and QA task for testers. Okay, these are the tasks were built, and we can assign here in which task should we work. Okay, I am assigning here, and UAT tasks there will be automatic. Okay, each task is assigned with another. Okay, this is how task breakout will happen. Okay, this is how the task breakout will happen in Spring Backlog. After the breakout, after the breakout, okay, wait. After the breakout, there will be a sprint planning meeting. I have already said that is sprint planning meeting, daily stand-up meeting, where how many features we can finish as a part of the sprint and lead product owner confirmation. After the lead product owner confirmation, then only the sprint will start. Okay, for every feature it would be assigned who will work on this feature. Okay, we already seen in this. Okay, who will work on this feature. Will work on this feature we can assign, and task break who will work on what feature we already seen in this child issue. We already seen this child issue, and each dev and QA can write their own bullet points of how they are planning to implement. Okay, in this they can write their own bullet points as a bullet points. How can they write how they are planning to implement? Okay, board section is available for 2 weeks. Okay, we can get clarity what is the state of each feature is. Okay, then we can start sprint with pop-ups, and its duration is 2 weeks, and giving starting date and end date, and click start. Then you will create a board with features, bunch of features, and here it is showing the in progress is QA and done. Okay, I already discussed about the stand-up. I have said we discussed in this here picture stand-up daily stand-up meeting. There is another tool called in here. There is stand-up meeting in this. Okay, we can. use this tool as the stand-up meeting and it predicts and it automatically do as a priority wise. Okay. In this one line, it is in progress. When we are working on this feature, we will keep in this in progress, and after the completion, then we will push to the done. Okay. Then this process, then this like only the process will continues to remaining features as this feature also in progress. These features are also in progress. This was also in progress. After the completion, then only it will move to the done. Okay. After the done, after the done state, okay. Jira provides status of the project tasks. User story as a to do or in progress or to do in progress or done. Okay. We can also break it here also as a subtasks. Okay. After this, okay. Whatever you're doing this process, same state should be reflected in Jira. When we are reflecting and reflected in this Jira, okay. This is about the Agile guys. How this is the this is the complete SL framework. How they work and how it is divided and where we can work and how the task will managed, how the tasks tracked. Okay, everything is here. Here the backlog where the product owner will come where the product will come and write here see guys here the requirement is in progress and the two requirements the features are done in state. Okay, this is how the sprint works, this is how the agile works, and this is how the jira works. Okay, in this video we have covered the what is agile methodology and why it is used and why it is so popular and how to track our tasks in the jira tool and how to build. Okay, everything we have discussed in this. Okay, thank you guys.